Alright, bruh. Per usual, wrote the blog first, and then now I'm gonna record it and talk about my thoughts. Alright, so 1 year ago, I graduated, and went to Europe. Alright, so basically, I started off in Italy. No, Ireland. Started off in Ireland, met some friends, then went to Italy, Switzerland. Yeah, no biggie, pretty much just adult vacation. Uh, and then, so pretty much did that the first month. And then second month, I left open. Dude, there were no plans. I had a one-way to Ireland. And dude, after that, dude, I figured it out as I went. So this is 2022 and 2 months. I had 2 months booked out to live in Europe. I had my 40 liter backpack, the Alpha 42 or whatever. Brought threw all my stuff in there and I dipped. All right, showed up in Europe. All right, first month, fantastic. Second month, so I studied Russian in college, and I wanted to get fluent. Well, people just study languages in the classroom, dude. No, no, bro. You study, maybe you get a foundation, dude. After that, if you don't use it naturally and go practice speaking with people, dude, game over. You ain't learning shit. All right. So that's what I knew that, dude. Right there, I was like, yeah, Colin, you on to something. I know what you taught. Yeah, we on. Yo, oh, yeah. Thumbs up. So I was like, all right, we got to use this Russian. All right. So at the time, Russia was kind of in the middle of a war. I actually think they might still be. War, Russia, Ukraine. Dude, not good. So for my own selfish interest, I said, I ain't trying to get clapped over there by some dude with a musket. So I didn't go. Instead, how else do we practice Russian after we graduate college without going to war? Um, yeah, so basically I went to Estonia. I'm not trying to make a light of this war, but I did not want to get killed, so I went to Estonia. All right, Estonia, and then showed up. Basically looked on Woof. There's a program called Woof, Woof, Woof. What is like a organic online farming. You can go work for a farmer basically. So I dialed this dude up. It was an offer. I looked through 20 profiles and I found some dude. They all spoke Russian. The whole family did. The husband spoke Russian, the wife spoke Russian, and they were hosting at the time a Ukrainian refugee. So it was perfect. I'll be able to talk to this Ukrainian lady and then the whole family in Russian. I'll be able to help them out on their farm, and everybody was gonna be happy. All right. Basically, I showed up, and it was chill. At first, it was chill, dude. They were super nice. The dude, I pretty much walked up. This guy handed me a beer, and we watched EDM videos for 3 hours the first night. So it was cool. They were super nice people, very generous, very giving. Dude, as the time went on, dude, I was working on this farm, and I had no clue what I was supposed to be doing. Dude, no clue. The host, the farmer, dude, this guy would just dip, and I wouldn't see him for hours. And then I would come back, and then he would almost go, "Oh yeah, but you're done with this stuff." They're like, "Bro, there is no stuff. What you want me to do?" And there was a little bit of friction. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe it was in my head, but that's how I felt. And so he wanted us working on this farm. he and it was his farm, so it was literally a one man operation. He was handling everything. It was a big farm too. It was they had cows, not a ton. They had a couple cows. They had chickens. They had some pigs. They had all their landscaping, all their gardens, and basically this dude bought it, and it was a pile of trash, and it was just basically an abandoned, just everything crumbling. And he revamped the whole, however many acres, and built it up. And he built a second guest house, or he built a guest home, yada yada. Dude, this dude, he was grinding. So every day, literally every day, he was working. I mean, that's the life of a farmer, right? So sun up to sundown. I mean, we wouldn't start quite at sun up. He was he was a little more lax, and so because he was doing decent, he was doing decent at that point. So he's a little more lax. So we woke up a little bit later, but then we worked till sundown. I mean, they were long days. And dude, communication with this dude limited. All right, I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. I didn't know what projects he wanted me to work on. And basically, I mean, he was very nice, but I didn't know if we were eating together, if I should go, dude, take out one of these pigs and go start cooking up in the back. Dude, I did not know what this guy wanted. All right. So after a while, I want to say a week, week and a half, the initial faded, and dude, I was just on this farm working for this dude. Sometimes he would just disappear. Dude, he would disappear. His wife would disappear, and his kids would disappear. Dude, I'd be just out there. I'm just power washing this little tent, and I'm thinking, bro, nobody is here. I haven't seen anybody for hours. Where'd they go? Dude, I had no clue where they went. And so, number one, that was testament to communication. I think even if he said, all right, today we're doing these projects, just get these done, and then you're done for the day, chill. But bro, keep in mind, I showed up to learn Russian. That was the whole reason I showed up. And when I talked to him initially, he said, yeah, thumbs up. You'll be able to speak with this refugee. You'll be able to talk to my wife. You'll be able to talk to me. We speak Russian. I said, chill. And then I showed up. They spoke no Russian. All right? This whole family, dude, they spoke Estonian and English. And then if I spoke to the Ukrainian refugee, which was once a day, because we were doing different shit every day, then it would be Russian. But, dude, there was minimal Russian, minimal communication, minimal explanation about what the hell is supposed to be going on. And then sometimes I would feel bad because they would give me food just randomly. I didn't know when, but I would get food. They would give me food, and they would let me. I got free housing, and I was in Estonia. It was cool. Sometimes I would go after dinner. I would go for a run and just kind of explore the countryside. We were out there though. We were pretty out there. It was outside of Vanu. Vanu is the small little city. It's pretty far out there. Um, but yeah, so we're just we're just out there, dog, and limited communication. And I feel bad because I'm supposed to be working for him, so I don't want to just be slacking. But I don't know what the hell this guy wants me to do. And it slowly got better. I brought it up a couple times, and I brought up the Russian thing, so they moved me to live right next to the Ukrainian refugee, so I could live with them. But dude, after a week, dude, I did not want to be there anymore. But keep in mind, I was on vacation. I had 8 weeks, and I was on vacation. I was trying to soak up this culture, and this dude just had me grinding every day. And I don't know, dude. It was weird. And after about a week, week and a half, I was kind of tired of it, and I kind of want to be done. But we had already kind of scheduled the amount of time I was going to be there, and I didn't want to just be an asshole and just leave. I mean, I could have, but I didn't want to be just an asshole. They were really nice to me, and they were helpful. So it just kind of kept going on. And then I stayed there 2 weeks, and then at 2 weeks, I said, "All right, bro, I gotta get the fuck out of here. This is too much for me." And I started reflecting. I was thinking, I was thinking, why am I so discontent here? After about a week, I said, "Oh, why am I so discontent, dude?" I was living in a foreign country, out of a backpack, experiencing culture, eating cultural food, learning languages, and living with this rando family overseas. I felt like I should be grateful. I was doing something that most people literally dream of doing, or at least fantasize. Maybe not actually dream, but at least fantasize about doing. And I was there doing it, and I was living the life, and dude, I did not like it. I genuinely was not happy for probably the second week. It was just I was just going through the motions. I was just working on this farm before I had to go work my fucking corporate job when I got back. And then here I was just working for some other dude, some foreign farmer. And I don't know, dude. It was just I'm just working towards somebody else's dreams, and I didn't have enough time by myself to think and do what I wanted to do. And so then I started thinking. I said, okay, well, what do I want to do? You know, if this isn't it, if this is not the life that I want to live, what is the life? And why am I not happy? And why am I so discontent here? Number one factor, I sat down and thought about it for a long time. Number one factor of what I didn't have, I didn't have any friends there. Dude, this family was super nice. They're helping me out. They're giving me anything I needed. But I didn't have any friends there. And I was there for 2 weeks. And after traveling for 6 weeks, pretty much exclusively with friends for 6 weeks, and then all of a sudden here I was just working on this rando farm in the middle of really nowhere. It was 45 minutes from the closest real town, and that town was it was limited. Let me tell you, it's called Tartu. It's like 45 minutes out of Tartu. I didn't have any close friends, and I started thinking about other trips I've been on. I started thinking about what makes a good trip a good trip. What is it? And every single trip that I've been on that was stellar, dude, it was the people. It was the people that made the trip. Dude, it was people who were down. It was people who were adventurous. It was people who would just say yes to do whatever. If something came up, all right, bro, let's go do it. We would start with some skeleton of a plan, and then we would deviate from it and go do some whack shit that just came up. And it was, dude, I would just be laughing, dude, at just dumb stuff. I just remember, I have vivid memories of trips I've been on, or even not even trips, just even at home, just a hike. I don't know, somebody would say, a good friend or cousin even, my cousin would do this a lot, he'd say, hey, it's midnight, mind you, it's midnight, it's pitch black. Hey, you wanna go on a night hike? Fuck it, bro, night hike it is. And we'll go on a night hike. Alright? And I just remember laughing, dude, just having a heart to hearts, just talking about life, dude, just talking about whatever came up, and dude, not a care in the world. It didn't matter that we were just on the hillside, just throwing rocks at bigger rocks. It didn't matter what we were doing. It didn't matter if we were driving around. It didn't matter if we were laying on the floor, staring at the ceiling. Like, dude, it's always about who you go with. And I think Estonia sealed the deal. I didn't want to live a life. It made me think I did not want to live a life where I didn't have access to my closest friends. I didn't want to do it. And if that meant taking, even if it was a better job somewhere else, if I didn't have friends, dude, I'm hesitant, or at the very least unable to make the friends, right? Because this farm, it was pretty isolated. It was hard to meet people, know people my age, and dude, this close friends thing is something else. It's something else. I don't know. So that was the big realization. Get you some friends, I guess. I guess would be my recommendation to you or myself at the very least. I sat down and I really thought about it too, about some of the other things that Estonia made me realize about how I want to live life and what I want to do with my life. So I'll probably make another video / blog about that, so it's a little bit deeper. But dude, main thing, dude, get you some friends. Get you some close friends. That's ideal. That is ideal. There's a study that I talk about this all the time, but there's a study that Harvard did, basically where they charted people over time. I want to say 700 people, maybe 1900s they started this, and they pass it on generation through generation as there was new director. But basically, they followed 700 people, just randos from across the United States, and or maybe they, I think, yeah. So they would follow them, and then throughout their life, every couple of years, they would check in on them, and they would say, "Hey, what's good, dog? How's life?" And the sole predictor for well-being, and I want to say happiness, it didn't matter what their job was, what their socioeconomic background was. It didn't matter where they were living, who they were living with. It didn't matter. It didn't matter any of this external shit. The only factor that contributed to their well-being and happiness is the quality of their relationships. That's the only thing. So, quality of relationships, and I guess figure out how you incorporate that into life. Uh, Hope you liked it. Hope you learned something. Thoughts, comments, questions, concerns. Let me know if you want to hear more. If you want to hear less, let me know if you want to hear less. That's what I want to know. Alright. Good day to you, sir.